Howdy there, YouTube. This is Angry Beaver Garage. I am so excited today. I was on my way to the chiropractor today, and I was just scrolling through my phone, and what do you know? I'm pretty sure this is legit because I saw it was Stellantis or whatever you call it, but they actually released the Dodge Charger EV muscle car. So I'm really excited to see the unveiling. I've already seen some pictures. I guess there's I did a little bit of research. My phone battery is almost dead. So I did a little bit of research, and I did see a couple, it looked like legitimate Dodge release videos. So, man, I am excited for this. I mean, I remember when, like in 2007, 2006, when the first the Dodge Challenger came out, and when they did that one, they hit it out of the park. I knew it was going to be successful, but good Lord, they've been running that for over 10 years now, so I'm looking forward to something new. I hope it's something that, you know, the average person can afford too, because, you know, a lot of these Hellcats and stuff, man, they're like 90 grand, you know. It's like, you know, it's kind of out of reach for the little guy like myself. So I'm super excited to see this video. Let's get it started. Oh wait, most important part, I even got some Twisted Tea to celebrate this occasion. So let's kick back and see what this new Charger's all about. Chargers, and SRTs. Oh yeah, Chargers!
Customization made us. New reference made us. Culture made us. $1.2 billion. Motor City made us. Now that the smoke is cleared, American ingenuity.
Back when America was great.
Holy shit! Way to think it grew, Dodge. All American muscle. Performance made us.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tim Kuniskis.
Welcome back to another day of action on Woodward. But I know what some of you are probably thinking right now. After a full week of performance, 2 reveals, race cars, a dozen buzz models, a new Hornet, a new segment, you guys are probably going to phone this one in on the final day, announce some limited edition sticker package. No way. Not how we roll. Today, we bring the noise. Today, we shock the entire system and we outplay the game. But first, I need to start with some bad news. The harsh reality. No one wants cars anymore. Brands are turning everything and anything into a UV. Trucks and SUVs outsell cars 4 to 1. Okay, I said it. After years of UVs being
I don't know about that one.
And people that make their own trail mix.
Man,
today,
some of these EV cars, they're pretty expensive, so I imagine this is going to have a pretty good price tag too.
Because manufacturers' development cycles, they're extremely expensive, and they can't change as fast as consumer tastes. But when it flipped fast. And you saw it yesterday. It took Dodge years to enter the massive compact UV segment. And the response was exactly what we expected. Some of you were pissed. Some of you think we sold out. Well, I guess it depends on your definition of sold out. Because since 8 a.m. this morning, we received 14,000 orders. You truly represent a brotherhood that is embracing this expansion. And we are a brotherhood. This expansion should be embraced. Dodge is the tattoo of the industry. And it's still not for anybody, and we like it. But the ones that it is for, they don't all need a full sleeve. Everyone has to start out somewhere. But as you accurately pointed out to me through social media, despite the change in consumer demand, muscle cars have still maintained a very significant and lasting place in this industry. How? Other than your passion. By delivering emotional design, extreme performance, and engaging driving experience. Muscle cars are literally the last holdouts. And Dodge has defined that lane. So everything's good, right? Why are we talking about going digital? Because it's 1972 for big V8s right now. And the next trend that's building, and it's building faster than UVs did, is electrification. Now, you can, and you will, call BS on my prediction. And you would be right to call that into question. But what's impossible to ignore is the manufacturer's product pipeline. One look at the product plans, and it's clear that the auto industry is in a space race. Not towards the moon or Mars, no, towards electrification. A space race? Really, Tim? It's kind of ridiculous. Is it? When NASA put a man on the moon, it was a culmination of a decade of engineering and effort and buckets of government money that in today's dollars would be $280 billion. $280 billion to go to the moon, to step a foot, plant a flag, hit a golf ball, drive the lunar rover around.
Oh my God, I just want to get to the thing already. I wish they would just go on with it. They don't need to tell me all this. Just show the car.
Engineering fueled American innovation for decades.
It's not saying anything I don't already know.
It's about twice that. $526 billion. That's how much the automotive industry has put into electrification. There is no mulligan on $500 billion. This party is happening.
It's going to be interesting though to see how they retrain all their technicians and stuff on how to work on all these new systems and stuff. But it's the way of the future, I guess.
It's the game. If electrification actually electrified the brand, if it made our cars quicker, altogether faster, and could amplify our performance character. If we did that, then we had an obligation to bring it to you, to bring it to the market. The problem was the challenge for us to do that. It needed to look like a Dodge, sound like a Dodge, and drive like a Dodge. But nothing like that existed. And most thought it couldn't be done. But you would be amazed how creative designers and engineers can get when they see the industry is planning a $500 billion party and they don't have a ticket. Now the product brief, I will say is simple, they won't. The product brief was simple. First, reimagine the most iconic muscle car ever. Then make it aerodynamic as possible, as slippery as a melted jelly bean, but make it look like it was chiseled out of granite. Package an EV powertrain that will outperform our current V8s.
It's really hard to do,
Yes.
especially with that
Even our
body
supercharged
style.
V8s.
They're really
Everyone wants UVs,
aerodynamic.
so make it all-weather capable.
The front
with utility
grill on
big
my
box
70
seat.
Charger is
A
nothing
muscle car
but
that can
one
literally
big
run the quarter
air
mile, run to
scoop.
Costco, and outrun Darwin. Okay, I know that sounds damn near impossible, but we also knew it was 1972. And after all the amazing stuff that Dodge had brought to the market in the last 10 years, there was no way we were walking away from this fight. We wanted to crash that party, and we sure as hell weren't showing up like everybody else. We needed to do it the Dodge way, with patents, innovations, features, and performance that would literally reverberate through the entire industry. Our engineers needed to invent nothing short of the future of Dodge, the muscle of tomorrow. This is the EV that you didn't see coming, but you'll definitely hear it coming.
Yeah,
Here we go.
we just went all electric. Unity has charged. But we still have our rights. The right to remain loud. The right to be irrational. The right to break form. And push people's buttons. We have the right to dodge convention.
Dude, that's pretty cool.
We have the God-given right to save the muscle car. Sentence to life without reason and throw away the keys. We don't need keys. We're going. All
pretty cool. That would sell me there if they make this car in with the Hellcat engine. Well, that sounds cool. I thought it'd be like a fake V8 noise, but they kind of made it original. Oh yeah, doesn't look too bad. I like those rims. Man, those rims are cool. Oh, I like how they did the body lines. The door with the front fender, and it goes out. The quarter panel arch. The quarter panel arch on the car, it kind of looks a little, compared to my old car, it kind of looks a little weird. Like they could have made it kept it going a little bit. It looks a little off, but wow. Oh, they're taking it outside. I was not ready for this. I thought it was like another year. But nope, they wanted to drop it right now. Ooh, I don't know. It's hard to say. In real life, it might be different, but from this angle, they're driving it outside, and wow, it almost looks like a Camaro. God forgive me for saying that. From this angle, it kind of looks like a Camaro. It's not very impressive. Dead head from the front. It looks almost like a 68 Charger, dead on. I think they could have added the door scallops, just like the 68s and the 70 Chargers. I don't know. It's something with that window. It really helps when that rear window is recessed in. It really gives the car, especially, you know, the 68 through 70 Charger V bodies, it really helps give it that character, and that's what they're trying to go for. For the life of me, I don't know why they didn't do that. I like that grill. That grill, the way that LED lights underneath it, it just looks really menacing. I just don't know, though. I really don't know. It's almost, from the side view, the quarter panel and the front fender, it almost looks like a Camaro. I mean, it almost looks like a Camaro. I mean, see, I'm gonna keep going. Yeah, give it a chance. You know, in real life, it's a total different thing. And I kind of skimmed through the one article and it said 2024, so it could be changed. I think there's definitely some changes they could make, though, to it. Wow. From right there, from the very front, it looks just like a 69 almost. It looks so menacing. It's just the side views that they're doing with the camera, it loses me. It almost blends into almost like a Camaro almost, you know? So this is kind of what I'm looking at right here. See? It almost looks just like a Camaro. The side, I just don't know. it just looks weird. I think the door scallops, they could have made those a little more aggressive. And the buttresses, they're not even there anymore. It's just the window's flush with it. They should have recessed the window. That quarter panel just looks weird. So here's my example right here. And it's almost like it's the EV is, they're forcing the flare, like they're trying to force the flare to be like more exaggerated. They really don't need to do that, because I mean, see here, like the original, they really, you know, look at how much space that is, you know. That helps too, that big space. And you compare that to this, that body line is literally riding right into that wheelhouse. That's what they did. The front looks okay so far, but I just don't know. Gotta give it a chance. Gotta give it a chance here. I'm tearing this thing apart big time. I imagine a lot of people are going to, because you know what they're trying to do is they're trying to they're modeling this car off of the B-body Chargers. I mean, at least that's what I'm getting at. So, but, I mean, I see some stuff they got really right on, but some stuff, I don't know what they were thinking. And what's not helping it too is it looks really short. That quarter panel I just showed you, that's every bit of like 8 or 9 feet. So, I mean, it's a really long car. I measured this to a 2500 Dodge Ram, and it's almost the same length as a 2500 Dodge Ram. So that might be it too. They don't have quite the length they're working with as what they did back then. To me, so far, it does not look like a Mopar B-body, except for the front end. That looks just like a 68. That looks really nice. The rear end, it looks pretty good.
This is the Charger Daytona SRT Banshee. And because it's a Dodge BEV, it will be an assault and battery on convention. Like I said when we started, it's a very simple formula. Look like a Dodge, sound like a Dodge, and drive like a Dodge. The first challenge was to make a muscle car aerodynamic. Now, lucky for us, we did this over 50 years ago. So successfully, in fact, that we were banned from racing. The original Charger Daytona was legendary for the way it pushed air around its nose cone and through its tail. This Daytona will be legendary for the R-Wing pass-through that you see here. Now, those of you in the know probably already spotted the Fratzog logo up front. That's a clue that we're doing something that only Dodge can do. And our patent lawyers will remind you all of that. Now, how about that R-Wing? It looks really cool, right? And the tie back to the Daytona.
It's nice to see that logo back in use.
It doesn't actually work. Is this the slipperiest car in the world? Nope. And that's okay, we don't care. We're willing to give up some range to look badass. But it's a huge leap forward from where we are today. Now, it's a concept, so I can't share with you the exact numbers, but to put it into context, think of the aero drag of the 1934 Airflow. This was the industry's first aero car. And fast forward nearly 100 years to today's car, the wide-body Charger.
Wow.
The aero of today's
They're making
car is
some big moves.
better than that car. Our target for this Daytona is to improve another 25% from today's car. That's 100 years of aero progress in a single generation. Not bad, and still badass. Next, it had to sound like a Dodge. The Charger Daytona isn't just going to be remembered because of the looks. It's going to be remembered because it's been amplified by its patented sound chamber. While other EVs are focused on keeping quiet, we amplified ours. Thanks to the patented Fratzonic chambered exhaust, the output is going to be as visceral as those that came before it. 126 decibels of output. How loud is that? That's Hellcat loud. That's Tower Flyby Spill Your Coffee loud. This BEV exhaust guarantees that Dodge will never go quietly. I don't care if it's an EV. If it's a Dodge, it needs a loud pedal. And the Charger Daytona has the first one ever.
It's gonna make a lot of people very mad.
But what you really want to know is, can the Daytona do more than look good and wake up your neighbors? Can it perform like a true muscle car? Look, everybody knows EVs are fast. Even the boring ones are quick. The instantaneous torque is impossible to deny. But the visceral experience of a muscle car is more than that. It's more chainsaw than it is cordless drill. So we made sure that the driving experience will be marked with familiar Dodge attributes. The typical single-speed transmission in a BEV, super efficient. But we know that part of what makes a Dodge is the way our power throws your shoulders into the seat back at shift points. So our engineers designed the new eRupt system. It is a multi-speed transmission with an electromechanical shifting experience that's pure Dodge. How unique? Yeah, that's also patented. At every opportunity, we use this new tech to make a muscle car a better muscle car. Now, you're all going to ask me, so I'm going to get it out of the way. What about the power? Yeah, I'm not going to tell you that yet. But what I can tell you is it will share another very familiar Dodge exclusive, direct connection. The Charger Daytona will launch with 3 power levels, all the way up to the 800-volt Banshee system.
Holy crap.
But we're also developing 9 power levels through direct connection. You're going to have 9 total power levels on this car. And all of those power levels will come standard with our exclusive PowerShot push-to-pass system. Direct connection is also going to allow our drivers to unlock the features that they want. Like and yep, even a donut mode.
Dude, donut mode.
And finally, remember where I started. Probably forgot already. No one wants cars. Because everyone is now used to the demands and utility and all-weather capability of a UV. Our designers and engineers raised the bar there as well. The Daytona is adaptable on the inside as well. The combination of the massive rear hatch, it's hard to tell it's there, but it's a massive rear hatch, and folding flat seats make this Dodge EV play more like a Dodge UV. And with all-wheel drive that has not just all-weather capability,
Oh, wow.
but increases performance substantially.
That's going to be fun at the strip.
Look, here's the facts. We didn't ask for the rules to change. We didn't want them to change, but they did. And we can try to outrun them, but that would be a 9-second pass straight into extinction. Or we can do what we did. Read their rules, study their rules, find their gray areas, then unleash the Banshee. Now trust me, this is not the EV that they want you to have. This is the way Dodge does EVs.
Release the Banshee.
America, it's time to make some trouble. Step 1, stir it up. Now, add some hot sauce. More. Oh, yeah. Trouble's brewing. Now, this is important. Make sure you pick a fresh color. You, my friend, have good taste. Let's throw in some Hornets for good measure. Now we're cooking with gas. Or are we cooking with electric? Right. Why not both? And now for the main course. Plug it in. Charge it up. Burn to perfection. Heat it wine. Throw it in drive. Put your foot down. And never, ever left. And that's how you make some trouble.
Ladies and gentlemen, please hold for press photography.
It's pretty sick. So far, my impressions, I already said it, just a little bit of those body panels, they look a little off, you know. They're kind of like, the front of it, you can definitely tell they're going after a 68 Charger. But like around the side, I wouldn't even say that the door kind of fits it pretty good. But it's the fenders, they're just not right. And but besides that, It looks pretty cool. It looks really menacing. I just wonder how much they're going to go for. I bet I would think probably 60. Well, he was saying it's going to be a Daytona edition, so I bet you people are already lining up to order it. So, I mean, by the time you're done with dealership markups and stuff, it's probably going to be like a $90,000 car. I don't know. I wouldn't mind having it in my driveway, that's for sure. I got a space heater for it. Wow. I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm really excited about the front end. The sides are okay. The interior, I saw some pictures on the internet of the interior, and it looks pretty exciting as well. It's just going to be exciting to see, like, the dealerships honoring the maintenance for that car, because the insides look super complex and complicated, and they just look like a maze of wiring and stuff, and I just can't imagine doing maintenance to it, but I'm not a dealership technician, so, and it's just interesting times. I did not see this coming. Even a year ago when Dodge announced this, I didn't see it coming, because they were making a lot of money with the current plan they have now. So it's really exciting. You know, the Dodge Challenger, it's definitely stayed its welcome. You know, they made it for over 10 years, so it's definitely time to do another body. He's also saying, you know, people don't want cars anymore, and everybody wants UVs, and that, I don't know. I think they're just trying to push stuff down your throat, too. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, you can only go so fast on the streets, and, you know, if a guy pulls up to me, this is how, if I'm driving my 70 Charger, I know what it is. I don't drive it just because it's the fastest thing on the road, which it's not. I drive it because I like the aura, you know. And if some guy in the EV pulls up to me and he smokes me, you know, I'll be okay, because the aura of the car itself is what makes me smile. It's not about, you know, beating the car that's over, you know, 50 years newer, you know. So, yeah. I mean, I think there's still a demand for gas cars and stuff. I mean, I just don't know. It just seems like the whole industry, all of a sudden, like, we need to switch to electric. We need to. And it's like, you know, I'm not the smartest guy, but I mean, there's a lot of different energy sources like hydrogen and alcohol and all kinds of different stuff that can be used to power. And also fuel too, you know. I mean, I worked in the gas industry, and it's not a, you know, I didn't see it as a very filthy thing to do. You know, I mean, I worked in the renewable industry building wind turbines, and, you know, I was there for over 5 years, and, you know, to be honest with you, their main concern was just making a profit and getting all the tax breaks they could so they can get their company more money. They really did not care about the environment, you know. And I would actually say when I went to the oil field, they cared a little more about the environment than what the renewable energy place I worked for did. So I'm like a classic car guy, and if I had a choice of an EV, this is a cool car and all, but to be honest with you, if I'm getting the EV, it would be for like every day I go to work and stuff. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I probably would get like a Tesla Model 3, because it has that the automated driving. It has a lot of automated driving features where it's, you know, it's real convenient, and I think Tesla spent years and a lot of money doing that. So I don't. Is Dodge going to have the same automated driving assistance and all that stuff as what like a Tesla has? I don't know. Car itself looks good, just like what I've already said, was the side of the car, they kind of messed it up a teeny bit. The inside, I've seen pictures of it. It looks badass. You know, if I had the money when it came out, I would probably order it. The body for the, because I was at a car show and I parked my brand new Challenger next to a 72 Challenger, and they almost looked identical. I mean, they were so identical. They hit it right on, but yet, you know, it had a little bit of a newer personality. You can tell it was newer, but they just look so similar. They look exactly alike. I'm really excited. Hopefully it'll make some good tweaks to it. Well, until next time, Angry Beaver Garage.